The fifth set will be played on Newkirk Precinct. Generally, I just call it Newkirk, though. Anyway, our red Protoss player from STX Seoul, he's going to be spawning in the bottom left-hand position, and his name is Trap.
His opponent, spawning as a green Terran playing for Woongjin Stars. His name is Light, on the right bottom position of Newkirk Redevelopment Precinct. Or known as Newkirk.
Yeah, I want to call it Newkirk.
Same here. Cool. It's too long.
Too long. I have to agree. Yeah, so I actually want to talk a little bit about the next ladder season and round of Pro League, because they're going to coincide around the same time, and there's nothing really going on yet in this game, but we're going to see some new ladder maps in the map pool, and we're going to probably see maybe a few balance changes or shifts in the map pool for Pro League as well when the fifth round comes around.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the map balances are working out and which maps Blizzard actually decides to take out of map pool. For example, Newkirk Precinct is not going to be a map pool in the upcoming season, but Newkirk Precinct, I have to say, is one of the most balanced maps, if not the balanced map in Pro League when it comes to Kespa main map. So let's see how Kespa deals with the map situation. Of course, we have no idea what they're going to do with the map pool until next week when round 5 begins.
That's true. We pretty much know about as fast as you guys, just to give you an idea.
We do know a little bit faster.
Yeah, I guess so. We know like a day faster or something. No big deal.
Yeah.
But looking into the game here, we see a command center first from Light on the low ground as well. So quite interesting from him. And we do see, actually, do we see an assimilator from our, yeah, we do. There is one assimilator. I was looking for if they had a second one or not, but just one assimilator from Trap right now, going to get that cybernetic score up as well. We don't see any Zealot on the way, and no scouting from the Protoss player as well.
Well, we do have the Zealot now starting. If you don't go for the Scout, you need the Zealot now. I mean, you're going to have a little more economy and use that on the Zealot to defend against possible racks. You know, get the Zealot out and start getting the Stalker with the Mothership Core if you want to go for the faster expansion. Now, Trap is going to scout around the natural. And let's see. Yeah, he's just going to get the Nexus right away. He doesn't really care what his opponent is going for. He just wants to go for the really fast Nexus and play it safe while going greedy as possible.
Something else to note, guys, he did cancel that Zealot at the last second there. The reason why Protoss players do this against Terran when they go for a fast expand is because it will pretty much prevent the Terran player from trying to build an engineering bay at your natural, because if they know that Zealot's coming, then it's pretty much just a waste of time for them.
Engineering bay or possible bunker at the natural if they want to pressure the Nexus as much as possible.
And
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Maybe you picked up on some Korean that I missed there, but...
No, I was just focusing on my own casting and your casting.
Alright, cool. Well,
it's hard to focus on multiple things at once, especially if it's across different languages.
Yeah, you gotta work on your multitasking skills, man.
Like,
that's your biggest weakness in StarCraft.
Not really.
It was a joke,
not
man.
Really.
It was a joke. Jesus.
Maybe in real life, but not in StarCraft, man. I mean, yes, I know it's a joke, but don't make fun of me and my StarCraft skills. It's like one place you don't want to... It's like one thing that I don't want to...
Alright, don't break down, man. We gotta get through this cast together.
We gotta get through this cast.
This is a team effort.
That's the #1 priority right now. Get through the cast. Okay, Mothership Core scouting around, and you know, if Trap doesn't overcommit with a Mothership Core, he's gonna get a full scout in his opponent's base as long as Trap doesn't put the Marines in the position. As soon as I say that,
the Marines are ready, man. They're like, we're not gonna let this Mothership Core really do too much here, and at the same time, scouting SCV from Light, he's going to be able to get into the natural there, see exactly what's going on, and this Mothership Core going to be denied. He does see that third barracks there, though, so he may be a little bit concerned about that. He'll know in the back of his head, though, that that factory tech is going to be delayed.
Yeah, and that's all you need to see with the Mothership Core, because if you see the factory tech, you need to start chrono boosting out a lot more observers just than one. And by seeing the 3 barracks, it's like, oh, he's not going to go for the Wooden Mine drop. I don't need the observers out. Maybe 1 or 2 around the map to see where my opponent is, but I could be as greedy as possible, defend back in the main base with only Nexus Cannon and sentries for the force fields.
Yep, and also we have Double Forge on the way for Trap here. He's got a sneaky probe up in the top right-hand position on the map, but not doing anything just yet with it. We may see some future plans there from Trap with that probe later on in the game, or he may just use that to get a nice scout or easy proxy pylon from his opponent. And I really like the positioning of these Double Forges as well.
Okay, so let's do a guessing game right now. What is the probe going to do? A proxy or scouting?
I think it's going to make a proxy pylon eventually, but it's just going to kind of chill there for a while until then.
Yeah, I have to say is 75% proxy pylon and then just scouting, or 25% only scouting.
All right, if you want to throw percentages out there, go for it, man.
I'm just saying it's more likely for the pylon, but I don't think he's going to proxy any tech buildings over there at this point. We're already 8 minutes into the game, and it's unlikely for him to proxy any Stargate up there.
Yep, very true. And it looks like we do have that Twilight Council on the way for Trap here, so not going to be going into the Robotech, just getting the robotics to get a few observers out. Maybe make a Warp Prism later on, and we do see charge. More gateways being added here.
The proxy pylon's going to go down. He's going to go for a bust. I like this.
I think he's going to go for a big charge lot Archon all in here.
+1/+1.
Yeah, and this is actually a really cool build. We've seen variants of this throughout Wings of Liberty, but it's quite a rare build. And look at that. This is Pro League, guys. Your proxy buildings will be scouted. Like, it's just a consistent fact in Pro League. And that Marine almost getting up there could have definitely been bad news for Trap. But it looks like Light does manage to spot that Templar Archive. So he's going to be kind of wondering what's going on here, but I don't think he exactly knows how much trouble he really is in at this point.
He doesn't know exactly what's going on, but he has some idea because of the proxy pylon and the fast Temple Archive. So it's like saying, hey, you know, I thought you were going to go for the defense with the Blink and the Templars for the feedback, but you have the pylon over there. You're trying to hide the probe as long as possible. Are you actually going to go for the pressure? And that's why he's slightly pressuring out on the map, but he doesn't have to overcommit to this. As soon as he sees the Archon, he needs to put up bunkers at the natural and just stay inside the main base. But look at this Trap. He doesn't want to show the Archon, but the Marine scouts it.
All right, well, now the army composition of Traps will be revealed to light here. Also notice that we do have probe production continuing for Traps. So in addition to that, he's getting the 2/2, a Warp Prism as well. So maybe we'll see him eventually take a third base here, but at this point in the game, it's still kind of you know, risky, kind of a weird area for Light here. I think he has figured out that there may be a potential timing coming here, so he wants to get defensive, but at the same time, he wants to be able to do a potential drop behind this as well.
I think Trap pretty much abandoned what he was going to do. I mean, this is only up to 6 gateways, not up to 8 gateways, which means that he was going to deal some heavy pressure, but he was also looking forward towards the mid-game, towards the late game. So now he is pushing out, but his opponent, Light, is going to go for the drop inside the main base.
The High Templar and Zealot reinforcements are coming here. Nice feedback on one of the medevacs and the High Templar. One of them, it looks like it will survive, and the Zealot's doing a great job here, going to prevent these units from really doing too much. Storm about halfway done, and Trap taking some map control here at the same time, dropping Zealots in that main base, doing a good amount of economic damage, and now moving into the natural. Trap, he is all over the place here.
Yeah, Trap's doing a really nice job getting those units out of position, and even one SCV getting up to 4 kills, 5 kills. Remember, that's +2 Zealots ripping down on those SCVs.
Oh, wow, and the SCVs are coming now with the Hellbats.
That's not that many SCVs, however.
And, oh man, that Zealot, it's got so many kills. Remember, the 2/2 has completed. This Zealot is so resilient here. I haven't seen a Zealot kill, or essentially go in the man mode against that many SCVs since Tyler in the TSL, man.
Well, even before, man lost by reach. back in the old Brood War days. But look at this, Light, he wanted to put some pressure against his opponent, does deny the punch for final.
Oh, excellent force fields! And the Hellbats, they're doing a good amount of damage to the Zealots. There's going to be a hot pick up there, bringing some of those units back. But the problem is, Templar Storm, it is completed. There are no ghosts in this army. We have 3-3 on the way. Now we have Sentry Shield going up for our Protoss player as well. More solid storms going down, and they're really eating into Light's army. At the same time, more constant Zealot harassments here, and Light, his supply is plummeting here. More Archons joining the fight now. Those Templars out of energy, going to be converted. And, I mean, Light, he is just completely falling apart here. He's even talking to himself right now. Holy crap, what just happened here? I just got completely outplayed.
I mean, what Crap was doing throughout the whole game is put on the aggression against his opponent, which is not typical of a Protoss player. And what this forced Light to do is stay inside the main base instead of going for the multiple drops, instead of pressuring his opponent to stay only on 2 bases. And GG! So I really like Trap's play here, pretty much putting his opponent on the defensive side, because remember, some of these Protoss players out there, they always say, you know, be on the defensive, wait until you get the army out, wait until you have the perfect army composition, and then move out. Trap's saying, well, I don't like that. I really want to punch my opponent's face, I want to do it right